Gloryfall Interactive here on Light Network, a resource for you and your worship team to become better musicians and worship leaders. Today, we will be talking about the song Open the Eyes of My Heart by Paul Baloche. It is originally in the key of E, and today we will be doing it in the key of C. We will give you ideas on how to play the song on your instrument and also use it in a time of worship.
So for this song, I use chords like this. So that's a C, and then G over B, an A minor 7, and then an F with an added 9. So let me play that for you. For the chorus, I will turn on the overdrive, and then it sounds like this. It's a G chord, so I try to stay away from like full block chords like this, bar chords, and then I just tend to play just fragments of it. So the G chord sounds like this, and then an A minor, I'll just move it up like this, and then an F. So if I play that for you. So when you're playing chords like that and then you have an overdrive, you have to make sure that you cover the notes that you're not playing so it doesn't ring. So even if I'm playing loud, I'm trying to cover all of the strings that I'm not playing. So you can use your thumb for it or your other fingers.
Okay, for this song, starting with the verse, it's played like this. Then going into the chorus parts, you can create a groove in your bass lines, just play it with the drums, just like this. For the bridge part, you can create dynamics in your playing by playing whole notes and then changing it to triplets depending on how many bridge parts are repeated, just like this. Then doing a triplets. You can even start out with whole notes for two bridge parts, and then third and fourth bridge parts you can do the triplets just to create the dynamics. That's it.
For Open the Eyes of My Heart, we want to make sure that the notes or the chords are as tight as possible. Like what was mentioned in other songs, make inversions if they are necessary, like this. If you've seen how my hand works, it doesn't go around a lot of places. They're basically just grouped into notes and just doing inversions as deemed necessary. Also, if you can, in the chorus part, you may want to play something that's layered, like that of a piano, and a pad to make it sound more full, like so.
This song primarily uses a tom groove that actually shows up in more songs than just this one, and it has this 3 against 4 feel that sounds like this. Ba, 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 da, 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 da. And you just orchestrate it around the toms, and it would sound like this. So as I play that, you can hear the melody, and you can actually change how you place it. In later parts of the song, you can try to pull out some of those accents on the snare, and I'll give you a couple examples of that. Another one would be to pull it out on the next accent after that, and it would sound like this. That's the one that's actually used on the song, as I recall, but anything that you want to try that flows along those accents will probably sound just fine. As far as fill-ins go with that, for some people they find that a bit tricky with keeping this type of an accent. Sing the accent in your mind. You can hear the melody of the pattern going on, and then just revert to a single stroke roll, and that would sound like this. And just using the simple concept of a single stroke roll, which is a rudiment, and applying it to that, you can actually get pretty far with fill-ins. In times of corporate worship, you want to choose songs that aren't just popular or songs that people want to sing, but songs that are biblically sound and accurate. Paul Baloche says of this song that it was inspired by Ephesians 1:18, in which the Apostle Paul says to the Ephesians, "I pray that the eyes of your heart would be enlightened." He says one morning, this verse stirred in his heart, and when he arrived at church, he just began to repeat the line, "Open the eyes of my heart, Lord, open the eyes of my heart." And though this song is simple, there is a beauty in the simplicity of the song. And sometimes simple concepts like this that are repeated drive something home and is great for the body of Christ. He says that though this song is simple, it reflects a sincere prayer in his heart. When your heart is changed or transformed, that is a true transformation and a true change. And when in our heart we realize who God is, what he's done, and what he's even doing today, it leads to a heartfelt thanksgiving, adoration, praise, worship.
Open the eyes of my heart, Lord. Open the eyes of my heart. I want to see you. I want to see you. Open the eyes of my heart, Lord. Open the eyes of my heart. I want to see you. I want to see you. To see you high and lifted up, shining in the light of your glory. Pour out your power and love as we sing, holy, holy, holy. High and lifted up, shining in the light of your glory. Pour out your power and love as we sing, holy, holy, holy.
We hope that you are able to apply the tips and the guidelines we have shared with you today. Remember that as you practice, don't give up, press on, continue to improve the skills the Lord has given you. And as you do this, remember that it is not about performance, it's about worship. Make Gloryfall Interactive your resource for worship leading. You can do this by connecting with us through Facebook, facebook.com/Gloryfall. You can ask questions, you can request songs, and we will do our best to answer everything you have for us. Thank you for watching Gloryfall Interactive here on Light Network, working with you for excellence in worship.